Welcome to the Virtus series. In this series, Rep will show you the many methods he uses to level a brand new account to be able to acquire and equip full Virtus, including the money and skills required. In the previous Twitch streaming session, Rep acquired 10 hunter levels, 2 crafting levels, 1 constitution, attack, strength, and defense levels, along with earning over 1.5 million GP. Please stand by for the methods used.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Virtus series. I am your host Rep, and today I have 3 different money making methods that I use on my Virtus account to show to you guys. The first one off being swamp lizards. Now to do this you only need 29 hunter, however I would highly recommend at least 40 so that way you can take advantage of placing 3 traps at once, which increases the amount of swamp lizards that you can catch along with the chance of catching them. Now with that said, what you will need for this is 2 or 3 ropes and small fishing nets, depending on how many nets you plan on setting at once. Now you're probably wondering how you can get there. Now I have it marked on the map. As you can see, the lodestone and the hunting area along with the ideal path for banking your swamp lizards, as you can see indicated by the green line. Now all you have to do is, if you start at the bank, just run up to the lodestone, or just start at the lodestone, run south past the construction, a little tower area, and then keep running south past a werewolf agility course, and you will come across 4 trees. Now this is where you will be doing your hunting. There is a little area to the east a bit which has less trees and less swamp lizards. I would not recommend that. I would recommend this area that has the ones already set to as many as you can get. So it's easier to catch more when you have more trees and there's more lizards. Simple logic right there. Now all you have to do is click on one of the trees and you will automatically begin setting up a trap, and you wait. And you will know if you catch one indicated by a little, the net turns into somewhat of a sphere hanging from the tree. That's how you know if you've caught one or not. If you do fail, it will dismantle your trap and it will leave a fishing net and rope on the ground, which you must pick up, otherwise it will disappear with time as any other dropped item would. Now once you're done filling up your inventory, all you have to do is run back north, or just use the canvas lodestone if you prefer, and bank them in the bank and canvas. That's all there is to it. They're about 4,000 GP each, and it's 120k-ish in inventory. You can also, if you want, fit in another one by actually carrying it as a weapon, considering these things are a weapon and not just a useless item. Now that that method is out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is CLOCKWORKS. Now this one has a bit longer list of recommendations and requirements. The requirements for it are level 25 construction, as you need to build a level 2 crafting table. You cannot use level 1, you can use level 2 or higher. You also need level 8 crafting to actually build a clockwork. And now for the items, you need to have, well, as I said, the crafting table level 2 in your player-owned house, along with a steel bar for every single clockwork. Now, to do this, what I would recommend is to have your house entirely, because there's a lodestone very, very close to it, and also a bank very, very close to it. Another method would be Yannel, since it's in similar distances. However, I feel like Yannel is spaced out a little bit more. However, I personally use Taverly, and that is what I personally recommend to you to use. Now to do this, all you have to do is fill up with an inventory of steel bars and run into your house. You can use a teleport tab if you'd like. You still make the money back every inventory to where you can do that if you so choose. And all you have to do is go to your table and build CLOCKWORKS. And the best way to do this is just keep smashing space and 1. That's all you, well no, clicking and 1, I'm sorry. And that's all you just keep doing. Just keep clicking that and that and that until you have a full inventory. Then you run out of your house and you bank them. Now, I've been asked if you can use a butler. And the thing about it is that butlers cannot teleport a full inventory of items. They can only teleport up to 26, which is the demonic butler. And since you can have 28 items in your inventory, you would have 2 left over that you can't get rid of. So it's just best to run and drop them off in a bank by yourself. Now to do this, I was able to get a run very quickly, and the fastest run I was able to do, I multiplied by how many I could do in an hour, and I was able to make up to 850,000 GP an hour doing this method. It is very, very good. It doesn't have very high requirements. It's very easy to do, and it makes great money. What else can I say about it? Now that we're done with that method, let's move on to our third and final method, which is cave slimes. Now the reason I kill these is for swamp tar, which is pretty much the only valuable item that they drop, and they certainly drop a lot of it. Now the only recommendations for this one is to have access to the Lumbridge Swamp Caves, which is south of Lumbridge out in the swamps, as you all know, and you must have a light source because it is quite dark down in there. I would highly recommend a closed lamp style, whether it be oil or a candle lit. One of those that's very closed and has no chance of exploding. If you bring a torch and it goes into swamp gas, it can explode and cause damage to you. Now for this, I would recommend level 20 combat stats, whether it be melee, ranged, or magic. Whatever your style preference is, it doesn't really matter. And all you have to do is just kill these things called cave slimes, and they drop swamp tar. Now I did these for a solid hour, and I was able to gain 450,000 GP worth of swamp tar, which is a decent amount for something that requires such little stats. So if you have very low combat stats and you don't have a lot of money, I would highly recommend this as a way to gain money. Alright guys, that is the end of this Virtus episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I put a whole lot of work into this episode, and I think it turned out absolutely perfectly. I'm really proud and happy of how the way it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you do, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, share, favorite, whatever you have to do. Your positive feedback is what keeps me motivated to keep creating stuff for you guys. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.